Echoes of the Future, Part 2, StarCraft 2, hard difficulty, going for the time achievement. The getting kills for Zeratul is almost... You don't even almost have to think about it. Just if you're using Zeratul offensively, you'll get that one. I think I ended with like 80 kills for him or something. So with the Immortals, I built the Immortal building in my base instead of powering up the one that's sitting out there, just because I can keep it defended during those frenzied attacks much easier. And then I don't have to worry about rebuilding it.
Cool.
So, yeah, once you take out the base kind of right above you that has an eye in it, then the next base you're going to go for is to the north.
Oh, and I guess this is worth pointing out, if you haven't figured this out already, as a Terran or a Protoss, you cannot build on the Zerg creep, which is that purple goop on the ground.
Yeah.
Which
lets Zerg run faster.
Zerg run faster on the creep, and they can build on the creep. They can build structures. So you have to, like, the creep will slowly disappear when there's no buildings there and no creep tumors to produce creep.
Yeah, so creep tumors are those purple blobs. So once you destroy those, the creep will start to melt away, and then you can put pylons.
And I'm not sure if you have to...
Whatever, where you need to.
I'm not sure if you can only see those with a detector in single player. In multiplayer, you can only see the creep tumors with a detector. Like they're cloaked units, essentially.
I did not know that.
And what's also kind of a fun thing that I like to pull off in multiplayer is, you know, you have, like, as Zerg, you're going to have thousands of overlords. Not thousands, but like dozens of overlords to provide supply for your team. And after you upgrade your hive to your hatchery to a hive, I think is the order. Because, you know, like the main...
Hatchery, hive, lair.
I think that's the order. Hatchery, hive, lair. I'm not 100% sure on that. But whatever the middle one is, after you upgrade to that, you can click a little button when you have an overlord selected that has them just poop creep. That's basically what they do. They just excrete creep. Like, there's no good way to put it. They just drop creep when they're not moving.
Dude, I think I'm going to have to drop creep after this voiceover.
No. You're going to chrono boost some creep.
Yeah, I'm going to chrono boost some creep.
So what I like to do is, like, with my scouting overlords, I'll put the overlord at my enemy's natural expansion, have them start producing creep, which, so that they can't build on it.
Yeah.
And then, like, they have to kill the overlord, and then they have to wait a little bit for the creep to disappear, which is pretty slow to disappear.
Yeah. Cool.
Does that make sense?
It's good for multiplayer.
Yeah. So what you should do is take those stalkers and blink them up on that cliff to your left.
I should.
Because there's minerals up there you can pick up, and you can destroy that Ultralisk without getting killed if you're up on that cliff.
Yeah, it's a great tip. I basically always forget to use special abilities. So if anything has like a special ability, I forget that it has it.
Oh, you know what? I never actually finished this mission. I got about halfway through it, and then I got distracted by, I think, by the CSU game. Which, CU Boulder won.
In 2010?
2010, yes.
The year StarCraft 2 came out.
Time StarCraft 3 comes out, and you're probably watching this video, it might be 2020.
Yeah. YouTube is shut down. Viacom rules the world.
Google rules the world. Oh wait, that is owned by Google. So, you know what's kind of weird is there's a base that's a completely island base north of where you are that you can blink to if you have an observer there. That is just loaded with spine crawlers and ultralisks. Like, you're not really supposed to go up there. You just get torn to pieces, and you can only blink like 5 or 6 stalkers at a time because it's just out of the range of having a huge group of stalkers get there. And I tried to like take it out, but I just kept getting destroyed.
You always try crazy stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so when
and then I learned crazy things like, oh, the Colossi can kill things from far away.
Okay, when the the counter gets down to time, bring your armies back from where they were and bring Zeratul back to get ready for this.
Now, what you can do
This is the third frenzy attack, and you have to finish before the fourth one.
Okay. Now, what you can do, if you can micro fast enough, is where those two Colossi are, put some cannons up there. And that'll help.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Take out the...
Alright, let's see if I get the Colossi. So right now, I have to get all 3 eyes before the next wave starts.
Which is very, very soon. Which is like 3 minutes, right?
3:30.
Yeah. I don't know how the heck you're going to pull this off.
Or I guess, yeah. So, yeah, basically take all your units up and around. And, so for the first one, like, you should have taken out this area by now. The next area, you're going to need to focus on the, what are those flying guys that shoot out? The Zerg carriers.
Broodlords.
Broodlords. Take out the Broodlords and the Mutalisks first, because the air is the biggest threat to you. And then while they're doing that, bring in Zeratul around the back to the eye. The thing you need to know is that when you get to the eye, it doesn't just automatically get it. Zeratul has to like think about it for a minute and reflect on how the Zerg hive mind feels. He feels scared or whatever. So even like when you finish the mission and you think you have time, there's like 20 seconds where he just stands there and you're like, finish.
But it doesn't happen.
Yeah, so, okay, so while he's like working on it, send those guys up to the next thing and just kind of use this army almost to distract the Zerg. Just so Zeratul can run past enough. He's got a pretty good amount of health. So you can just run past, get to the thing.
And there's no achievement for keeping him at a certain amount of health like there was on a previous mission.
He can get down to 1 health and he'll be okay.
Now, will he get attacked while he's destroying the little tentacle thing?
I think he won't.
Okay.
I think he's okay while he's like in it, but as soon as he's out of it,
while he's on that thing.
Right. While he's in it, he's like invincible and uncontrollable. But once he's out, he'll be attacked.
So theoretically, you could just sprint.
So right now, I need to sprint. I got like a minute left, which, I mean,
and you can blink him too, which might be helpful.
I didn't even think of that, but that could be helpful. So right now, he's just running for the last one.
Run, Faust, run!
So let's see what the exact time is. 42, 41, 40.
And you just
36. So you have to get him there before 36 seconds. Or actually probably 35, because I finished it in like 1958 out of 20 minutes.
Wow. So that was the 4th wave of the Zerg. Nonsense.
Yep.
And that got you the achievement.
There it is. Booyakasha. Up next, the best Protoss mission.